Welcome to the Taiwan language episode, a podcast for learning and insights in Mandarin and Taiwanese. I'm your host, Yasmin. Hi everyone. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about how timeless human experiences, love, ambition, and following your dreams continue to shape our lives, even here in modern Taiwan. Walking through the streets of my city, I noticed the students hurry to school or cram schools, young couples making plans, and families discussing expectations. It makes me wonder how much of what we face today is really different from what people dealt with centuries ago. And if we were living under the same strict social rules of the past, how will we navigate love, education, and personal choices? What fascinates me most is courage. The courage it takes to follow your heart while also pursuing your ambition. Even today, there are invisible rules and expectations that can shape our decisions. Parents hope we choose stable careers, friends encourage certain social paths, and society has standards about what is acceptable. These pressures might not involve disguises or secret travels like stories of the past, but they still require careful navigation. Reflecting on this made me think about my own life. If I faced a situation where following my dreams or my feelings wasn't straightforward, how would I act? Will I prioritize my personal ambitions or the expectations placed on me by others? Then there is the matter of love. Love has always been a complicated, powerful force, and it seems to test us no matter the era. Even today, relationships can be influenced by timing, opportunity, and circumstances behind our control. I see it in my friends and in myself, moments when we want to express our feelings but feel constrained by external pressures, whether family expectations or social norms. These situations are a reminder that love, like education and personal freedom, often asks us to balance courage with patience and desire with responsibility. I also find it fascinating to think about how gender rules and opportunities have evolved. In Taiwan today, education is open to everyone, and many doors exist that were once firmly closed. But even with these freedoms, the deeper questions remain. How do we decide what truly matters? How do we act when following our heart might challenge long-held traditions or expectations? These questions are not new. They've been asked for centuries and they are still relevant in our lives today. Next week, in the Chinese episode, I will explore these ideas through a story from the past that highlight love, courage, and social expectations. While the story itself happened long ago, the lesson it inspires about ambition, resilience, and the courage to make choices are surprisingly modern. It gives us a chance to reflect if faced with similar pressures. What choices will we make? What promises are worth making and which ones are not? Alright, before we go, here is a question to leave you thinking in this week. If your patience and relationships were tested by expectations and obstacles, how would you choose to act? I hope this episode inspires you to think about your own path, your own value, and the decision that shape your life. So that wraps up what I wanted to share today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for listening to today's preview. This episode gives you a sneak peek of next week's Chinese episode, where the full story will be shared along with rich storytelling, culture insights, and local phrases you won't get from just this preview. You can download the study guide and read through the full Chinese transcript of next week's episode ahead of time. It might give you a fresh perspective when you listen to the story later. The study guide also includes vocabulary, grammar tips, culture notes, and extension questions, giving you everything you need to explore the story more deeply. I hope today's preview sparks your curiosity and gets you excited for the full episode next week. If you enjoyed this episode, I would be so grateful if you could leave a 5-star review on your favorite platform and share this with your best friends. It really helps more people discover this podcast. You can also support my work by buying me a cup of coffee. Every bit helps me keep creating language learning resources for you. Stay tuned next week. I can't wait to share it with you. Bye for now.